This is Sam Ohaj with Season 6 of GBTV's The Game Clock. Today is February 6th as this recording is happening, so all sports may not be up to date. In your varsity sports, the boys' varsity basketball team was sadly defeated against Poughkeepsie by a score of 72 to 54. The Goldbacks are now 8-6 on the season. The girls' varsity basketball team was beaten by Monroe Woodbury 47 to 25 on January 27th. The leading scorer for Newburgh was Aisa Williams, who scored 10 points for the Goldbacks. The girls' team also went on to beat Beacon High School, however, on February 1st by a score of 40 to 38. The girls' team is now 5-8 on the year. Newburgh wrestler Tyler Serafini has broken Newburgh's all-time win record with 186 wins. Tyler has been wrestling since 8th grade on varsity, and this is a huge accomplishment, so congratulations. Also, freshman Jackson Murley broke Max DeCapua's freshman record of 40 wins this year. Also in varsity wrestling news, NFA won its first league title since 2008 and won 27 dual meets this season. The men's varsity swim team has finished the season strong and just finished counties last Saturday. The team swam hard and almost half of the team will be off to sections, and those who qualify will be going to states. So good luck and congrats on your season. And your MLB, NBA, and NFL news. There's really no MLB news except Bryce Harper and Manny Machado have still not been signed, which is kind of surprising because a lot of free agents have not been signed. And, it's going along with the fact that this is going to decline the MLB in the way it's just how everything is really, really going. A lot of free agents aren't being signed till after spring training, which is already bad enough because spring training starts this week. And I don't know. Personally, it would be nice to see Manny Machado come to the Bronx, but from reports, Manny Machado wanted to make over $300 million, which was something the Yankees weren't willing to do. And after the Chicago White Sox offered him 5 years, $170 million, we knew that he wasn't getting that big contract that he wanted. And as for Bryce Harper, he's just kind of been floating around. He hasn't really said too much. But, however, Aaron Judge really said it would be nice to have Bryce Harper on the Yankees. But Brian Cashman, the GM, already came out and said that Bryce Harper would not be a Yankee as there's already too many outfielders. In your NBA news, Kristaps Porzingis was recently traded to the Dallas Mavericks, and personally, as a Knicks fan, this was kind of heartbreaking as KP was drafted by the Knicks with the 4th overall pick in 2015. He was a franchise player. However, he tore his ACL, wasn't going to come back this year, and honestly, for what we got, it was a great trade, in my opinion. We got 2 first-round picks. The Knicks have 7 first-round picks over the next 5 years, which was something we honestly lacked when we had Phil Jackson as the GM. And for Anthony Davis, LeBron really, really wants him to come to the Lakers. But the Pelicans are being kind of stingy when it comes to who they want. They wanted basically Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zubac, Rajon Rondo, Kadavius Caldwell-Pope, and Kyle Kuzma plus 8 first-round picks. You know how crazy that is? The last time anything crazy like that happened was when the Nets got absolutely fleeced by the Celtics for Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, and Kevin Garnett. And I'm kind of glad that the Lakers pulled out of that trade, but, it would be really nice to see LeBron James play with Anthony Davis along his side. I don't know. We'll see what happens next. And the Warriors, honestly, they're going to win the finals again. There's really not much to watch this season. I get it. The Lakers are kind of been floating around, even with LeBron. LeBron's been injured a lot this season with the groin strain. But the Warriors have 5 All-Stars on their team. How do you beat that? 5 All-Stars. DeMarcus Cousins, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Draymond Green, even though Draymond Green is kind of just only good because he's the 5th option on the team. But that's just me. But, there's been rumors, too, going around now that KD really wants to come play for the Knicks next year, which would be very awesome. There's some inside sources that I've been talking to legitimately that say that KD wants to come to the Knicks. However, this could change as Kyrie said that he wanted to be in Celtic for the rest of his life, and now all of a sudden he comes out and says he doesn't know anybody anything, and all odds are on the table. And your NFL news, Super Bowl 53 was last Sunday. Tom Brady, once again, greatest quarterback of all time, 6 rings. How do you beat that? All time. Beat Charles Haley. And Julian Edelman won the MVP with 10 catches for 141 yards. The final score was 13-3, and Sean McVay's high-power electric offense of the LA Rams got absolutely shut down. Jared Goff looked like he was the beginning of his rookie season. He was absolutely rattled. But don't get me wrong, I'll cut the kid some slack. It was his first Super Bowl, and he really, really was trying to make plays, but he just couldn't execute. But once again, congratulations to the Patriots on their 6th ring. However, something cool though about the Super Bowl before I put this away was that SpongeBob actually made an appearance during the halftime show, and it was awesome because after Steven Hillenburg's death, the creator of SpongeBob, they wanted to petition to have SpongeBob perform the halftime show, but instead, when Travis Scott came out, he gave homage to Steven Hillenburg by having the Bikini Bottom Bubble Blowers perform Sicko Mode alongside of him. And your college football news, DeAndre Francis, a quarterback of FSU, was dismissed and no longer in NCAA football. His girlfriend made false claims as it actually came out as the day of this recording, and it's really such a sad case to see people's careers absolutely ruined by false claims. But my prayers go out to Francis, and hopefully he could get a job as a quarterback at another college. But as for now, that's really all I could say. In your college basketball news, Duke is the number 2 seed right now with the college rankings, but Zion Williamson is making his case to be the first pick in the draft this year. The Knicks have the first pick maybe, so maybe Zion will be a Knick, which would be awesome. But, he's just making plays left and right. And from when I get to watch Duke, literally every single game Zion Williamson plays in, he has a highlight play. It's insane. He almost did a behind-the-back alley-oop windmill dunk yesterday, which was nuts. But, he missed it because, you can't always make everything. But he's just so dominant on the field. And don't get me wrong, a lot of critics have Zion saying that he's just a dunker. He doesn't have a jump shot. But he is definitely going to shape out into the NBA from what I've seen. And I really hope the Knicks can pick him up. And next month starts the greatest sports event, in my opinion, of all time, March Madness. It's going to be really awesome how 64 college teams battle it out to remain at the top and become NCAA champs. Last year, Villanova won last year. UNC won the year before. Villanova absolutely demolished Michigan. I don't know how good they're going to be this year. My picks, honestly, are Duke, Tennessee, Ohio State. Maybe not Ohio State, but Ohio State I think could be a sleeper team in the draft. Not the draft, but they could be a sleeper team in the tournament. And for the Final Four team, I'm really going to have to go with my gut on this one, and I could say that UNC would end up there. Even though Duke UNC have that really bad rivalry, it would be really awesome to see Duke versus UNC in the finals. But we never know. It's March Madness for a reason. There's always upsets and Cinderella stories. Anyway, this was Samuel Hodge with Season 6 of GBTV's The Game Clock. Check me out every Friday with your latest sports news and updates. This is The Game Clock.